What's going on, folks? Welcome to another episode of Wizards Outlook. We got Raymond Lyons here, Ricardo Dudley Jr., Wilson Tarpe Jr. We'll get started with Ray. Look, the Washington Wizards get on in the win column for the very first time in the 2024-2025 season. So, Ray, just your initial thoughts. There's a lot to go around here, but we'll start with you.
First things first, I'd like to welcome Kyle Kuzma to the 24-25 NBA season. He finally came out and had a productive game, and that went a long way for tonight's win. Defense, man, especially Bilal, harassed Trae Young into a nightmare game. Super inefficient. He was 215, 6 turnovers. It was 8 or 9 from the line, but that was pretty much the only positive. Man, it was just a full concerted team effort. They just kept the energy consistent all night. When the Hawks did make their runs, they were able to respond because they got stops, and in the second half they limited the turnovers. Same things we've been preaching for a while. Play defense, limit turnovers, and be consistent on offense, and that allowed them to get the win. Got a little interested at the end, but they were able to hold on. They were a little handsy. They sent the Hawks to the line 36 times. Luckily, they missed a few. They missed 10 free throws in a 2-point game, so they a little better from the line, and we're singing a different tune tonight. But nevertheless, our Wizards were able to get the win. Still got to do something about the interior. It seems like every game an opposing big is having a field day. Tonight it was Jalen Johnson's turn. He was just ever present. But that'll come with time. The young guys, they'll start to adjust to the physicality and just assert themselves a little bit more. But yeah, man, not too much to complain about. It's good to see Jordan Poole put another good win in the books. Considering his start last year, this is a complete 180. And then he got Kuz to join the party tonight. So, man, if those two can be consistent, and of course, Corey Kispert off the bench, they got 72 points between the three of them, Kispert, Poole, and Kuzma. I like their chances if those three can produce like that, and the defense stays consistent. So yeah, man, way to get your first win.
Ricardo.
Yeah, everything Ray said, but the third quarter, they finally won the third quarter. They finally came out to half, and they made the necessary adjustments. And honestly, the biggest one was what Ray said. Kuzma got going. In the first half, he struggled. Kuz was still struggling. It was just bad Kuz. 2 for 8, 5 points, but he was still doing other things. 5 rebounds, 5 assists. So he was impacting the game. But they need him to score. That's not enough. You need him to score. In the third quarter, he just got going. He woke up. 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from deep. Had 12 points in that quarter, and he kind of carried them in that quarter, and they finally won it. And that gave them the momentum and the confidence. Like, all right, they can win the game. You could just tell it was a little like the first 2 games against Cleveland and Boston. First half, what they was playing like, all right, we can win this game. Then when the third quarter run came, they didn't stop competing, but you could tell their belief wasn't the same. Tonight, it was different. They had the belief that, all right, we can win this game. And it's just a matter of figuring out how. And they figured it out, you know what I mean? And for once, they were the team. I'm talking about this short period of season. They were the team that was scoring 30-plus points in multiple quarters, instead of having it being done to them. And then that was the key to winning. You know what I mean? The Hawks got out of control in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? It was a shootout, so to speak. But the Wizards won at 37-36. But the third quarter was the gap that got them the cushion to be able to withstand that run in the fourth quarter by the Hawks, man. Can't say enough about – I mean, we can talk about all the scoring. Jordan Poole has been one. He's been excellent. Like, there's nothing to say about that dude. Like, total 360 from that shit. I mean, it's a total. 180. It's just a total turnaround from how he was playing last year. And the thing is, what is he doing different this year than he did last year? He's keeping it simple. You go on the screen, I'm light you up. Cool. You go over the screen, I'm gonna use my quickness, get to the basket, make plays. And he's being better defensively as well. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be on the All NBA defensive team anytime soon, but he's at least a presence. He's getting in the pass lanes, he's getting key strips, digging downs. He's playing good team defense, man. Basketball is just you can't knock him. And then he giving you 5 assists on top of that. And the thing that's also great is his turnovers are low, 3 turnovers. Last year, his turnovers were very high, combined with his poor shot selection and shooting percentages. Man, 9 for 17, 5 for 26. This is what people thought Jordan Poole was going to do when he first came. And I love the fact that he's leading. He's leading by example. He's leading verbally. So he's very comfortable. So what Kuz said in media day was a fact that he's finally comfortable. You're going to see a different Kuz. But now, a different Poole. But now Kuzma's joining the party. Finished with a near triple-double, 25, 11, and 7, man. Can't ask for much more. 2 shots off of being from 50% from the field, man. So 5 and 9 from deep. So they can maintain this. It'll be great. Kispert just got his money. He's playing like it. You know what I mean? But to me, the X factor in this game is Bilal Coulibaly, man. 17 points, 3 assists. But the defense he played on Trae Young, man, it was just I haven't seen Trae Young struggle like that in quite some time, if ever. 2 for 15, 13% from the field for him. As good of a shooter as he is, and especially on that last play, how he defended it and contested, got his fingertips on the ball without fouling in Atlanta when the rest is just give me a reason to blow this way, and it just didn't happen. Man, kudos to him, man. Like that's a hell of a performance, man. And you know what I mean. It's just they're starting to figure it out. And Bo Carrington, I thought was solid. 13 points, 4 or 5, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. I thought he's very solid, man. He just playing smart, efficient basketball, taking what was there, but meanwhile competing his ass off, and also being a pest defensively. Because he helped out in that regard as well. When Coulibaly had to get a breather or whatnot, Bud was on Trae Young. So that harassment on him, really helped him matters. Really helped the Wizards matters as far as winning tonight, man. But all in all, I'm happy that they finally figured out a way to win a game, and they just got to keep this momentum going. You know what I mean? They've competed in every game. That's half the battle. Now they're starting to figure out how to execute to win the game. And ironically, it came on the road. So we're going to see again on Wednesday if they can kind of keep it with them as they come home, not get too comfortable, get too high. Just understand it's a long season. Just try to pile up wins.
Yeah, y'all pretty much took care of everything. It's a little 2 cents I had was I thought they got good contribution from the youngsters on the defensive end. All of them on the defensive end for sure. Offensively, I think it varied a little bit, but defensively, Stars' activity was high the entire night defensively. I talk about the offense, but just defensively, dumb active down there for much of the game. You guys already mentioned Bilal. There's nothing else to say about that outstanding job he did. I think the broadcast said it was like Trae Young missed 13 consecutive shots, dude. Like, that's crazy defense. And again, Cardell, to your point, that last shot, that was textbooking some change on how to defend the guard in today's league, where you can't do anything defensively to people for the most part. Right? He smothered him.
He got Kawhi symptoms, young Kawhi symptoms. I'm talking about the Kawhi from the Spurs. He has those symptoms defensively. Bilal does, man. And his offensive game is starting around now. It's getting scary. He's starting to figure it out.
Yeah, getting to the offensive part about it tonight, obviously just as good as his defense was. We saw for a stretch there late, he was bringing the ball up and getting downhill and taking that matchup. I think he had Garrison Matthews on him a couple of times, and he made the Hawks pay for it every time. Like, oh, you're going to put Garrison Matthews on me. Well, I'm getting downhill. Oh, he's still on me. I meet you at the rim. Oh, seriously, he's still here. But yeah, I thought Bilal was amazing tonight. And then on the other side, you talk about Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
Bro, with what they did to Trae Young tonight, if Jalen Johnson doesn't do what Jalen Johnson did tonight. The Hawks might have got walked out their building. Jalen Johnson was huge. Think about what they didn't have in Trae Young. He had 13 assists still. But offensively, like, Bilal ruined that man's night. And Jalen Johnson went nuts.
Yeah, he started coming on strong last season, man. So yeah, he they got him one right there.
Yeah, like,
they got him one right. Wow.
29 and 12 with 7, 11 and 17 from the floor. What the hell else could have done? What else could he have done in a night where Trae Young's having that happen to him? Like, hell of a performance. But as always, going to ask you guys, we got player of the game. Where you guys going with it?
I'm gonna give it to Kuz, man. It's been a rough season. I'm near triple double though. That third quarter explosion he had, that's what won the game ultimately.
Right, you in agreement?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, X Factor. I feel like I know where y'all going with this, but gotta ask.
Cooler baby, man. Cooler bottom.
Hell of a performance from Cooler Bali tonight. But yeah, man, they needed to get one. We talked about the last time we were on. We talked about the first two teams they played to start the season, where the matchup was a matchup. Both of those teams are in a little bit different place than the Hawks are, which I think, Cardell, you had just mentioned the last time. We get kind of a truer measure of what Washington looks like because of the first two tests were a little bit, punching above their weight class, so to speak. Not disrespectful to Wade, just being, they just had a second pick in the draft. One team's trying to win back-to-back chips, and another team, Cleveland's been in contention a little bit. They're trying to take another step forward in contending. So it's a good step in the right direction. We'll see what it looks like. You guys said they'll see Atlanta again on Wednesday, so we'll check in with you guys then. We'll see if Washington can make it 2 in a row, man. But definitely way to get on the board to start the year, because we all remember last year it wasn't. We went through some stretches where this didn't happen this quick. So again, we appreciate you guys. We'll check in with y'all later this week.